Hey everybody, it's your friend Dave from Squawking Dead, and today we're here to answer the fifth fan question in our Fear the Walking Dead final season countdown giveaway. Who do you hate to love or love to hate on Fear the Walking Dead? A nice amount of respondents. First things first, I wanted to say I am back from my bachelor party weekend in Montreal, the province of Quebec in Canada. That's why I couldn't actually film a talking head video for the previous question. That is another reason why I prematurely on Ko-fi and Patreon posted question 6. I was supposed to post that today after this video, but it has been available for you to answer since Sunday because I pre-scheduled it to go out just in case I couldn't quite get to it. But I inadvertently set it to Sunday at midnight rather than today at midnight. If you want to answer that question, there's only one thing to do, and that's follow us on either Ko-fi or Patreon. That's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. But onward to the answers to the character that you love to hate or hate to love on Fear the Walking Dead. And we're going to start with Kim Rowley. I really enjoyed this one.
He has a talent for hurting anyone who comes near him.
You'd say anything to save your life.
This is Victor Strand in Baja California. I read you loud and clear.
I look at a person like you and I know you are a buyer. How do I know? Because I am a closer. Hey, kitty.
Skid Mark likes you.
He has good taste.
He licks his own ass.
The only way to survive in that world is to embrace the madness.
I don't know. The whole world is I don't know right now.
Victor Strand. I'm guessing that's the character she loves to hate. I didn't quite ask, but I think that's left to your imagination. Loves to hate, maybe even hates to love, as some of the answers were a little bit of both. You love to hate him, but you hate to love him. You'll be surprised to know that this was also Kira's answer.
Who is the man that I love to hate like no other man? Strand. Damn right.
Shut your mouth, Kira.
Yeah, so it's I do not like him. I never really have liked him. There are moments like when he teams up with Alicia or Daniel or Madison where I am rooting for him. And there were times when I guess Daniel wanted to kill him that I was like, oh, Daniel, don't do that. But yeah, for the most part, can't stand Strand. I don't know at this point if he's redeemable in my eyes, but I don't know. You never know with The Walking Dead. Let's see what happens in this new season.
That's a little bit of hate to love, but a lot of love to hate. So, okay, I'm liking the vibe of these answers so far. It's not one or the other sometimes, but Victor Strand, I have to say, out of all the characters in the universe, there are probably only two, and we have compared them both. Is Victor Strand does compare well to Negan. And we've actually gone through the gamut of who is a little bit more redeemable as well. So let's continue to Mitchell, also voice submission.
The character I love to hate, probably Virginia. I love to hate because, man, her character was just really good. Kobe did the role so well. It's like, wow, you can't help but hate Virginia, and that's just how awesome she did. And I will always appreciate the moment that we had her on there. That did make Fear good for that little bit. Also messed up at the same time with some of the stuff that she had her people do, and that's just kind of what makes a great villain. And you can't help but to love to hate them. It's not like you're actually like being like, oh yeah, because they suck, but they're just good at doing their role. And I think it's kind of a good thing to know. My honorable mention would be Troy, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Troy is a bit obvious. I hear a lot of love to hate, but I do kind of hear a little hate to love in a sense, because obviously you delineate between the actor and the character, and so you can respect that they were good in that role. Let's keep going to Rachel, whom did something really cool. I absolutely hate loving Strand. I also love how much I hate him. She painted this. Rachel, I'm buying this. It's such a perfect piece to have in your apartment or in the bathroom. I'm kidding. I think it would go great on my wall. Just somewhere back here. Sorry, I'm gushing. Cosmom09, Rachel Burt, our fellow co-host. And now on to Emily's Doodles. Emily. Victor Strand. That's right. She painted that. How cool is that? Next up is Barbara, aka Kim Dickens Italy. Character she hates to love. This was a hard one. I seriously didn't know who to pick. I chose Chris Manawa. I know he only caused troubles. He was aggressive and bully, made mistakes, and when he had the chance, he chose to join the wrong people just to prove he could be a boss after being bullied himself. This doesn't justify his behavior towards his family. He just wanted to be loved and understood, but he did it the wrong way. Yeah. I think a lot of people softened on Chris a little bit because he had that little bit of Shane in him, but at the end of the day, he just wanted to feel like he could pull his own weight and beat this world, in a sense. Kind of like a twisted Carl. Like if Carl kept making the wrong decisions and not learning from them, or finding some sort of middle ground between defending himself from others, it was a perfect example of how one can keep trying to make the right move in this world and it not working out. Let's keep going to Bunky Brewster. That's Bridget, fellow co-host. And I did ask her if this was her love to hate or hate to love, but you'll see why it's one or the other. And you'll see why these two are both picked, because when we covered both Dakota and compared her to Charlie, there were a lot of similarities. They're kind of like a mirror reflection of one another. Kind of like a redo of season 4 with Dakota in season 6. And obviously it goes in different directions. And it kind of follows the Chris Manawa analogy against Carl, how imagine if Dakota was a mirror image of Charlie, but would continue to make the wrong mistake. Is it Dakota or Charlie? I think we might get dinged for this one. Dakota, we have our winner. I don't think it was that hard. And last but not least, we have Sharon D, aka Blazy Gardner, with Virginia. Well, I did ask her if this was a love to hate or hate to love, and she said it's a lot of both. And we both love Colby Minifie. Hating to love and loving to hate Virginia by the end of her exit from the show is a very appropriate way to say that's a good character. That is the end of our submissions. Thank you, everybody who creatively answered these questions, especially my co-hosts. The 6th question has already been up since yesterday, and it is, well, you'll find out when you follow us on Ko-fi or Patreon. I look forward to your answers. These questions are getting increasingly interesting, and the last question is something that is going to be hard. We'll see you very soon. I look forward to your answers, and on to the next question.